Real Madrid put Sevilla to the sword. Les pasamos por encima. Even if the scoreline doesn't quite show the difference in quality or level on the pitch. Muy buenas a todos, gente buena, buena gente, football geeks, frikis del fútbol, football geeks, and welcome to a new episode of Inglés para Vikingos. So for once this season we could actually relax right from the start because the team came out flying, sharp passing, winning all the tackles, winning all the duels. Seemed like everyone on the pitch was really switched on. Estaban todos enchufados. You see, this is exactly what I've been asking for in so many games at the Bernabeu. The first two goals were absolute screamers. Fueron auténticos golazos, absolute screamers. In the 10th minute, Mbappé unleashed the rocket. Soltó un misil. He unleashed the rocket from about 20 meters into the top right corner. I don't know if you noticed, guys, but it's quite impressive the way he picks his head up for a split second, en una milésima de segundo, for a split second, sees where he wants to put the ball, sees where the goalkeeper is, and boom! He nails it right there. La clava justo ahí. I mean, that's genuinely world class. I must admit that his long-range shooting, que su tiro desde larga distancia, his long-range shooting has been quite a surprise for me. Then, shortly after, he nearly backed a brace, casi marca un doblete, connecting with a great cross from Lucas, but his shot flew just off the bar. And you know what? It's funny because then 10 minutes later, Fede Valverde seemed to say, "Oh, you score from 20 meters? So watch this." And he blasted another racket now from 30 meters out. And by the time the keeper stretched his arm, the ball was already past him in the back of the net. And then came the third goal. Lucas Vázquez again running down the right flank, corriendo por la banda derecha, hitting the byline, llegando hasta línea de fondo, hitting the byline, and pulled it back to Rodrigo, who smashed it into the net. A quick cross into the box caught our defense napping, echándose una siesta. They were napping, and their striker was completely unmarked. Estaba totalmente solo, unmarked, and of course he headed it in for 3-1 just before the break. The second half followed the same script, siguió el mismo guión, y followed the same script, with Brahim adding to the tally. Fijaos, la palabra tally significa cuenta, conteo, cómputo, y aquí como expresión podríamos decir que sumó uno más al cómputo global. He added to the tally. He added to the tally with a classy finish after a slick team move. Después de una muy buena jugada colectiva, a slick team move, and a sharp assist from Kylian. Y una buena asistencia de Kylian. We had chances to score more, but near the end, Sevilla hit us on the counter. Nos pilló a la contra, and Luque Bacchio, their best player, managed to squeeze one past Courtois, who probably should have done better this time. So overall, en general, it was a dominant performance. Even if the scoreline, which was a bit weird, que fue un poquillo extraño, doesn't show it. Because we were in control from start to finish. Guys, if I had to name my man of the match today, it'd be Lucas Vázquez, for tirelessly covering the right flank, for his teamwork and constant support, and for relentlessly pressuring Sevilla's defense. He really worked his socks off. Se dejó la piel, se dejó los cuernos. He worked his socks off. And of course, I'd like to give some credit to Carleto as well. I've been so critical in past videos with him. I gave him a lot of stick, but it's clear he's found the key to meeting the team's needs, as seen in recent games. That said, there is still room for improvement with academy talents. No sign of Asensio as a center back, even though Tchouaméni hasn't impressed anyone. Fortea, for instance, a phenomenal right back from the youth academy, and despite great reports, hasn't been tested at right back. And Hendrik still hasn't had a chance. Now I'd like to underscore the amazing tribute, el increíble homenaje, the amazing tribute Real Madrid gave to Jesus Navas, who decided to hang up his boots yesterday, que decidió colgar las botas, after a long, successful footballer career. Before the match, Real Madrid formed a guard of honor, formó un pasillo de honor, hizo un pasillo de honor, brought Jesus Navas to the center of the pitch, and all the players surrounded him with a big applause. Our captain presented him with a jersey signed by the entire squad. While the entire stadium stood, I was one of them, to give him a standing ovation, para darle una ovación atronadora. See, Vikingos, I think these are the kind of moments that showcase the greatness of this club, and Navas understood that perfectly at the end of the match, thanking Real Madrid for their gesture and saying he would never ever forget it. My pick of the match this time goes to that feel-good moment, ese momento de buen rollo, that feel-good moment after Brahim's goal, when all his teammates ran over to celebrate with him, mimicking his celebration gesture. This positive vibe, este buen rollo, this positive vibe is undoubtedly a big part of the team's overall improvement in every aspect. Look, vikingos, if after the Clásico, when Barça thrashed us, cuando nos aplastó, when they thrashed us, o como diría mi madre, cuando nos machacó vivos, when they thrashed us, annihilated us 0-4 in the second half on October 26th, stretching their lead in the table to 6 points. So if after that Clásico, someone had told us that just 2 months later, right before Christmas, we'd be 2 points ahead of them in the standings, 2 points ahead in the standings with a game in hand, faltándonos un partido por jugar, and the chance to go 5 points clear, honestly, hardly anyone would have believed it. The team seems to be regaining last season's confidence. Regaining es el verbo para decir en este contexto recobrar o retomar, with everyone switched on. Of course, that winning so far the 2 European titles this season, la Supercopa de Europa y la Copa Intercontinental, has definitely helped. And it also looks like Carleto has nailed a new system, a 4-2-3-1. Parece que ha clavado el nuevo sistema. And I'm starting to see the devastating transition football I was expecting at the beginning of the season. The players are hungrier, more united, and defensively much stronger as a solid block. Overall, I think the first half hour from Real Madrid today was one of the best we've seen this season so far. Bueno, pues hemos llegado al final de este vídeo, prácticamente también al final de la primera vuelta, casi con los deberes hechos. Falta aún por refrendarlos el día 3 en Mestalla y podríamos poner los líderes si acabamos haciéndolos. Pero vosotros no podéis esperar bajo ningún concepto hasta ese día para seguir trabajando con vuestro inglés. Tenéis que hacer vuestros propios deberes, que es repasar con cada vídeo vuestra agenda vikinga. Si no habéis visto todos los vídeos, pues vais hacia atrás, tratáis de buscar uno que no hayáis visto y nada, abrís vuestra agenda vikinga y a seguir ampliando conocimientos del idioma. I'm sure your English is on your list of goals for 2025, along with other wishes. Remember, I'm here as a resource to help you stay on track. You'll need to combine it with other habits, con otros hábitos, like watching movies in their original version with matching subtitles, or turning your daily agenda into English. Why not? Listening to a short inspiring talk or world news rundown in English every day, or even having weekly chats with a native speaker. You could also find an academy or find whatever works for you. But please, don't throw in the towel, guys. No tiréis la toalla. Don't throw in the towel. Ah, y se me olvidaba, no os vayáis a perder el partido que tenemos pendiente, que es el día 3 de enero en Mestalla a las 9 de la noche. Si ganamos, nos ponemos líderes, aunque sea provisional, porque el Atleti está muy fuerte este año. Feliz Navidad de nuevo, chicos. Un abrazo muy fuerte. So, Merry Christmas, Vikingos, and a Happy New Year.